Ty right. This shit zooted.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Ty Ray and I'm back with another video. And I was searching around the internet and I found a very common question, which was, what laptop should I choose for my music production? Now, there's a couple things you want to look into before you buy your first laptop or another laptop or a new laptop if you're upgrading, but there's a couple things you want to look into before you buy your laptop, which is your size, screen resolution, and the weight, your CPU, and your RAM. The screen resolution and weight, I don't know if that really matters to you, but I don't want to be carrying around a heavy laptop with a small screen or nothing like that. So the screen resolution and the weight matters to me. Now, what is CPU? CPU is a computer processor. It's the brains of the computer. It runs the operating system and software is installed on the computer to do what you want it to do. In our case, we want to make beats as flawless as possible. The CPU handles most operations on a computer, but some operations are handled by specialized tools such as graphics processing units, which is GPUs. And if you're really not a graphic designer, that really doesn't matter to you right now. What is RAM? Your RAM is random access memory, which is the hardware in the computer where the operating system, softwares, and data that are currently being used are kept so they could quickly be reached by the computer's processor. Now, your computer's hard disk can completely get full of data and unable to take any more, but your RAM won't run out of memory at all. But the combination of RAM and storage can be completely used up. For example, if you have 10 VSTs, your computer can slow up and start making that weird buffering sound FL Studio makes. So, your first option is the Acer Nitro High Performance 15.6 inch. Now, I ordered these laptops from high price to lower price, so if you guys just want the lower price, you guys could just wait till the end. Now the Acer Nitro has a Intel Core i5-7300HQ quad-core processor. It is Full HD Comfy View IPS technology display, 1 TB hard drive storage, which is a lot, 8 GB RAM, super good, starting at $681.97. It weighs about 5.95 pounds and the operating system is Windows 10. Now, 8 GB of RAM is really good. Again, FL Studio only needs 4 GB of RAM for it to run, so having double that is super good. Next, we have a popular one, which is the HP Pavilion gaming laptop. It's also a 15.6 inch screen. It has an Intel 8th Gen i5-8300H processor, and it has a anti-glare backlit display, Full HD with a narrow bezel design. Also has 1 TB of hard drive storage, 8 GB of RAM, and this one starts off at $636.97. And this one has a slot to add more RAM. I'm gonna assume, I don't know, I'm gonna assume these other computers do as well, but having a slot to add RAM is super important because in the long run, once you get more VSTs and you start making more complex beats, having more RAM is important so your computer don't get full of data, so that way when you're running all these VSTs, it could just work as flawless as possible. Again, now this one, you could get a 16 GB RAM version with an i7 processor, and that one starts at $949. So if you are wanting more RAM and a better processor, you could just go with the more expensive one. If you want to just add more RAM, an i5 processor is good enough for starting off or being a basic producer, so you could just buy the $600 one and just add RAM later on. Your next option is the Acer, I hope I'm saying that right, the Acer Aspire E15 laptop. This one's also a 15.6 inch screen, 8th generation Intel Core i5-8250U processor. Full HD widescreen LED lit display, also 1 TB hard drive storage. And the reason I picked a lot of 1 TB hard drive storage laptops is because when you're tracking out beats, you're saving VSTs, or you're installing VSTs, you're gonna need that storage. This one also has 8 GB of RAM starting at $600, $599.99 for those specific cops out there. This one has up to 15 hours of battery life, and I included that info because this one told me. The other laptops did not tell me, but this one weighs 5.95 pounds and the operating system is Windows 10, as well as the first two. Now, our next one we have is the HP Premium High Performance Flagship laptop. Now, this one is 17.3 inch display screen with the Intel Core i5-8250U processor, LED backlit display. This one has 2 TB hard drive storage, 8 GB of RAM, and this one is starting at $619, and it only weighs 5.52 pounds. Now this one's a little bit lighter than the other ones, and it also has more hard drive storage. Super dope. And a wider screen. Operating system is Windows 10 as well. Now this is the last laptop. This is the ASUS VivoBook F5100UA. It has an 8th generation Intel Core i5-8250U processor. It has a 15.6-inch anti-glare full HD display, 1 terabyte of hard drive, 8 gigabytes of RAM starting at $509, and it weighs 3.7 pounds with the operating system of Windows 10 plus a fingerprint system. Now, this one's last, but definitely not least. For one, it only weighs 3.7 pounds and it costs $509. So it is the cheapest one on the list. And if you're super on a budget, I suggest this one because one, it has good RAM, it has hard drive storage, and it only weighs 3.7 pounds, super light. So if you're a travel producer, running around with this laptop is not a problem, but do not drop this mug. Real quick, a caution for all these laptops. Now, although 1 terabyte of space and 8 gigabytes of RAM is a good start, you got to use your specs wisely and take care of your system, because sooner or later you will need to upgrade and add more RAM, or otherwise the more VSTs you get, the slower your computer is gonna get. Every computer could eventually get slower the more you add stuff onto it. So what I suggest to you is getting an external hard drive. That way you're not filling up your laptop with tons and tons of files and beats and all that good stuff. So another thing you guys want to do is pay for a warranty. My lord, pay for a warranty. Remember, this is what we do to feed our family and pay the bills. Protecting your stuff is very, very important. Pay that extra fee, because at the end of the day, it's an investment that'll help you in the long run. So that is super, super important. So laptops, they can last a very long time if you take care of them. Like literally, if you super take care of them. Now, all of these laptops are super good laptops for making beats. So choosing one really just depends on your budget, what you want it to weigh. One of these laptops have 2 terabytes of space, and if you're space free, the HP might be the one you want to go with. But again, the look also may be a factor in what you want to do with the laptop. It's really up to you, your budget, the look, the weight, all that good stuff. But these are just a couple good suggestions that you guys really want to make sure you guys look into, because having a proper laptop is super important. Now, if you guys could like this video, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button, I would appreciate it a lot, and it helps your boy out. And again, it is your boy Tyree from Tyree.com, and I am out. Peace.